Hey y'all, this Candice. This is a lot been going on in my life. Well, first and foremost, I'm waiting to go to a rehab. I'm on the waiting list for rehab at Gateway and KCB, so that's a plus. Hopefully my bed be ready in about 8, maybe 7 days. Um, yeah, so basically to all the young women that's out here that's going through stuff, like I left an abusive relationship and I didn't know I was pregnant. And with going through that demise, I ended up doing drugs because I had to stay woke. I didn't know what, I had to find something to stay woke. I don't want nobody giving up like me. Like instead of me reaching out for help, like going to the shelter places where I can get some sleep, like I just stayed around in the neighborhood, just getting high, thinking I was gonna make it, thinking I was gonna come up with come up real quick, get a place, get a car, little plan, and it never happened. Like I stayed out there running from club to club, trying to meet with this man, meet with that man, and trying to get some money, and thinking I was gonna be able to survive when it didn't go like that. So
Who introduced you to that lifestyle?
the world,
How old were you?
34.
No, how old were you when you got introduced to the lifestyle?
I just said this year. Last year, 34.
How long were you in a relationship?
5 years.
What was the final point where you wanted to leave for the good?
Because the person that I was with, like, he was abusive. He was shot in the house, like shot in the wall and shit. While he was mad, like he was abusive. That nigga stole my money. Basically, he just, like, he really went for me.
Did you grow up in church?
Yeah, I did.
What church did you go to?
I grew up in Macedonia Baptist Church, right there on Broadway, East St. Louis. The
What,
Pastor Owens.
were you active in church?
Yes.
What were you active in?
We did the youth revival in the summer times. We was on the usher board meeting. We did Bible study. Me and my sister Latrice Johnson, we did the welcome. Yeah, every day of the week it was something.
When the last time you went?
It's been years.
You see yourself going back?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a relationship with your church constituents?
No, because like I said, I had moved out of town and everything else. So
When you moved out of town, where did you move to?
since I've been home from prison, I had went to prison. Since I've been home from prison, I've been to Columbus, Georgia. Uh, let's just make it simple. Last place I was at is Appleton, Wisconsin.
How long were you in Wisconsin?
Not long, for a little spell.
So you went from Wisconsin to here?
I went from St. Louis to Wisconsin, from Wisconsin to here.
Which place did you enjoy staying in the best or the most?
Neither one of them. Neither one of them. But I get St. Louis. Yeah, I get St. Louis. I ain't gonna lie.
What jobs have you held over your lifetime?
I'm a CNA. I got my CNA license at Deer Valley
How long have you been a CNA?
since 2017.
Where did you work at as a CNA?
I worked at Automated Nursing Home in Kokia off Camp Jackson Road. I worked for private home health off Delmont. I've worked for, hold on, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Hold on. Oh, okay, Deer Valley. That's where I started with, on Airport Road in St. Louis. But I only been to them 3 companies since, and Senior Help was the home health. It's on Tessine Ferry Road.
What made you stop doing healthcare?
Because I started doing drugs. And honestly, it's because when me and my son's dad separated, like his mom passed away, and when his mom passed away, I let him convince me to come to Oak Valley with him and be there by his side. And while I was in the house with him, being there by his side, somebody had a spare key and drove off with the truck. So basically, you might as well just say he stole the truck back. Like, and he didn't even pay for it. Yeah.
So they took all your stuff and you had to start over.
Yes.
So you need a new ID and all of that kind of stuff? driver's license, all of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So, is it any places you can go to get that stuff, or have you even tried to get it?
yeah. I actually got my ID and my birth certificate
Okay.
from St. Vincent de Paul.
So, what's the next step? You want to get back into the nursing field, right?
Yeah, and I'm not high. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Everybody out here, yes, she high, yes, she high. No, I'm not. It's called sleep deprivation. It's what it's called. Homelessness. After going through so much, someone's body need a rest. When I get high, I'm gonna be moving.
How long do you go without sleeping?
Days. Sometimes if I don't come up with the money for a room, or if one nobody let me come in their house.
What happened to the living situation that you had?
I just told you what happened.
So, how long do you see yourself going through this stuff before you just get tired and say, you know what, I need to change?
I'm on a waiting list. I don't see myself going through no more. I wish my baby's ready right now at Gateway in Caseyville. I'm on a waiting list to go there.
Have you ever tried to get in rehab before?
Yeah. Actually, let me tell you something. I did outpatient before too, so
How did that go?
I was clean 5 years before my sister passed away.
So, when your sister passed away, you relapsed?
Yeah, I didn't pass away right then and there, but I passed away the day of her funeral, January 17th, the day I carried her casket.
So, you've kind of been,
I relapsed the day of her funeral.
so now you're ready for a change and ready to change your life?
I am.
What's your plan after rehab? Once you successfully complete rehab, because we're gonna put that in the atmosphere, we're gonna speak positivity over your life. What's your plans after rehab?
Well, my plan is to go to school to be an LPN or RN because I want to take a step higher. I might just skip the middle step if I can and just go to the main one, whichever one pay more.
Where do you want to live?
Um,
Do you see yourself staying around here?
no, not at all. Well, maybe. You know, it's my hometown, but yeah, no.
What's your biggest disadvantage being on the streets? That like what's the biggest problem that you have being on the streets, or like the biggest obstacle?
Having to deal with other females and all the criticism and just looking ugly. I don't even look at myself no more.
So what kind of advice would you give a young girl who's thinking about getting on the streets and running around? What would you tell her?
Well, I'll try to go to the shelter and try to get some help or something. I don't know. Like, I just told you already. I mean, I already told them that in the beginning. I don't want them to give up and be like me, remember?
If you can go back and talk to a young Miss Candice, knowing what you know now, what would you tell her?
Um, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't have left with Appleton, Wisconsin, because that's a lie. But I don't know.
Do you look back on your life and have any regrets?
Yeah. I'm really tired, okay? I regret a lot, okay? But so far as these females out here, like, only thing I can tell them is if you're gonna be walking the streets, first and foremost, they want to stay safe, keep rubbers and everything else. Secondly, be safe. Like you're gonna have to, if that's what you're gonna choose to do, keep your weapon because these men is vicious out here. And thirdly, I just prefer them not to even go through that. I prefer them to just go like call for help or something. And honestly, the shelters ain't always got no bed open either. Cause I've been calling 211 every day, like since last summer, and they still ain't got a bed because when COVID-19 came, a lot of people was evicted, so a lot of people got beds for them and their family, and they're staying there.
So, in closing, if you want to say anything to anybody who may be looking for you, may be worried about you, wondering if you're okay, now's the time you can say something to them. You want to say something to anybody who may be looking for you, worried about you?
No, I'm tired, bro. Like, can you delete that?
Okay.
I'm saying, why would you keep on? You see, I just fell asleep. I'm tired. I just told you that before I did it. You gonna just keep on recording me.
We appreciate you for sitting with us, Miss Candice.
Yeah, I'm finna smoke some crack
Thank
now.
you.
Shit.